Hi, John McPhail here from Matex Control Chemical in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I'm going to speak to you about one of our products called Xpand. Xpand is environmentally safe, loss circulation, and plug material. In this video here, we're showing we've got the Xpand. We get 2 tablespoons of Xpand in each one of these beakers. This one's just in the water itself, and there is 2 tablespoons here in this Ultrabis, and Ultrabis is just one of our liquid polymers that's pre-mixed. If you watch the clock, it's speeding up here. This is actually in minutes. We've got it fast forwarded, but by about 45-50 minutes, it's expanded pretty well to the maximum size that it's going to expand to, which is about 50 to 100 times the size of itself. So if you picture maybe one pail, and all of a sudden it can expand to 50 to 100 times the size of itself, you're looking at a pretty big void that one could fill. However, when it grows in the water, I always say that it's very individualized. You can see the Xpand there. It's very pliable. So there's a couple of ways to introduce this into the borehole. If you just put it in as you're drilling, it will grow as it's going down the hole, or if it's going out in through the zones, the fracture zones. And being that it expands and it's so pliable, it can actually force it into some small fissures in the hole, etc. And it'll stay there as long as you're drilling, with polymer especially. When it grows in the polymer here, it sucks the water. It needs water to grow, so it takes the water out of the polymer, and that's why it grows a little bit slower. But also you can see how unitized the whole clump becomes, and it's a good clump that you can put together, or a plug, or whatever you want to call it, that we can put down the hole and have it more stay into one centralized area when it grows in the polymer like this. In this video here, we've let it grow in the polymer. And you can see if you hit a void down there, maybe you get some water coming in, you want to try and plug that off, or you've lost circulation or what have you, there's different ways of trying to regain that back. This is one here in this video. You can see we've pulled the tube out, then let the Xpand grow in the polymer. Now we're shoving it down the hole, and just be careful not to put too much in there, because you don't want it to stop and seal everything off in the inside of your drill pipe, but put some down there, and after you get it down, what we're going to do is just hook back onto this and pump it down into place and try to force it in there and start your drilling again and see if you can regain your circulation. In this animation here, we're showing drilling through voids, and it depends on the size of your void as to how much product that we need to pump down there and what have you. But if we're drilling away and all of a sudden immediately you lose circulation, or water comes into the borehole or what have you, then you can always pull back a little bit. Just put some, pump some Xpand down in there and let it work its way down through the fracture or down through the void, depending on the size of the void again. If this was a mine shaft or something down there, we would have to put quite a bit down there to try and get your circulation back, so just using your imagination. But as it goes back in through, it'll start to grow back here maybe and start filling this whole void. So set yourself down, have a coffee, see if it's going to give it time to expand, and start drilling through it again, and there's an opportunity maybe to get your circulation back. The Xpand will stay in the hole if there's polymer in there again, because you've seen how sticky it was. The polymer will help it stay there. So as long as there's water there at all times, the Xpand will stay there. It'll stay expanded, because the product itself, it will, if you leave it out in the sun will dry the water out of it, and it'll go back to its original state, and you can use it over and over again if that was the case. But here, if we're just drilling through fractured zones, not necessarily a surprise void, you know that there's fractured zones there. You can introduce it a little bit, maybe throw a cup full into 1,000 liters of your drilling fluid, and just let it, as you're drilling down there, just let it kind of go back in in through the fractures as it's doing here, and it will eventually start to grow back here and work its way all the way back and plug the hole. It will really assist in your water loss and your fluid control. It'll assist you with your fluid control, and it'll assist you in definitely in core recovery as well. We always talk about our Fab 4, which kind of come from some of the drillers in the field. They've labeled our torqueless sand drill DD2000 and 955 as our Fab 4. We run with fairly simplified drilling fluid systems here. We usually use maybe 2 or 3 products at the most. One always starting with torqueless, maybe mixed with sand drill. We'll throw a little 955 in there to look after any clay zones, any potential clay zones. And Xpand can be added to any one of these products. For more information on any of these other products, you can go visit our website at www.matex-ccc.com. Thank you for watching.